In a broken dream. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Emojii Veve level 100 celebration stream. It's just going to be for an hour, give or take. There is going to be an Omi giveaway. I don't exactly know the rules of the Omi giveaway, but it will happen. That will come out, and how much Omi is it going to be? Be a couple dollars? Be a little bit more? We'll see. We have Veve Digital Collectibles saying Ultimate Set Holder Challenge begins soon. Every set you've already completed counts. The more you hold, the higher you'll climb. Every complete set in your collection counts, including duplicate sets, regardless of when you completed it. All complete sets held in your collection at the start of the challenge are also eligible. Flex your full collection and rack up the rewards. Rewards for the top 250 in each challenge include major MCP point bonuses, exclusive digital collectibles and comics. Ultimate Set Holder Challenge runs through August 18th Pacific Standard Time. And that is for the Ultimate Set Holder. I really wish they wouldn't give any more MCP just because you're already getting MCP for the sets that you complete. And this is just something that, again, it's supposed to be like MCP is already hyperinflationary and all that jazz. Really don't want to have to have more of those. Z-Town saying good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's it going, fam? Yeah, Emoji's in this big like 24-hour space. And he's got like 1,700 people watching. God damn. I'm gonna see if he. Again, I'm not 100% sure how to do this. So let me. Oh yeah, Emoji's going in talking about it right now, and that's what he's at.
Yeah, Edwin, if possible.
He's had a ton of people join in at some point. 2,800 impressions since they had started that. They have a bunch of people commenting. 58 reposts, 2 quotes, 87 likes. So really good for him on that, all that jazz. While we wait for him, let's take a look at what the market's doing. Market is finally rebounding today after just a week of just god awfulness. We are, well, actually only up 0.5% on Bitcoin. Although we were down, again, over the last 7 days, we were down to like 112. I think we went down to 11.9 at one point. So being up at 115 or 114.9 right now is pretty okay. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Ethereum up 5% on the day to 36.75. We actually did pass the 3,700 mark before coming back down, but yeah, really went down to like 3,300-ish, a few days back. XRP up 4.5% on the day. BNB up 1.5. Solana up 3. Lido Stake up 5. Tron up 2. Dogecoin up 3. Dogecoin still in the top 10, but barely. It is at a $30.8 billion market cap. Cardano right behind, like 12% behind, at 27 billion. So they're really, really close. They're both up 3% on the day. Yeah, Wrapped Ethereum up 5%. Stellar XLM up 4.5. Sui up 3. Wrapped, I thought that said Wrapped Bacon for a sec. The Wrapped Beacon, that is up 5% over on the day. Chainlink up 4. Bitcoin. All right, so pretty much a good day for everyone involved. Let's take a look at what Omi's doing real quick before we get Emojii on here. And we are looking at Komi. Actually up 8% on the day to 00019. Finally, we were actually down way into the 00017s earlier this week, just a few days ago, in fact. And people were just like, bro, we go to 00015. Could we go to the quad zeros? And yeah, that was a concern for many people. I would have gotten so much freaking Omi if we went down to those levels. Again, even at 00019, I still don't think it's a bad price. Let's see what the volume's at here. It's only $1.5 million in volume. So all of this, the entire 8% that we're up, is really only up on this very, very small volume. So how much of it is from the new Binance wallet? I don't know if any of it. I don't know if with aggregator they're using. I think it's probably 1inch to Uniswap on Base and Uniswap on ETH. Let's see where the volume is on that. 7% on Base, 29% on Gate.io. And that's it for the double digits. For like, you're gonna have Deepcoin that's gonna be like 28, 29%. Bro, I don't know what's been going on. I don't know why the bots have been raiding. I got like accused before of just like, yo, Randy's paying for bots. Like, guys, I don't need to do that. 2, I don't pay. I would not pay for that. And 3, it's just like whenever someone commented and I wasn't able to comment back, I was like, hey, I don't do this, so I had to delete that comment. Yeah, the bots have been going crazy on my channel. I don't know why. Maybe because I have like crypto in there with the dollar signs. Let me see if what's on the emoji thing over there. They are currently being a little quiet there, so we're going to give them that, and I will.
Yeah. So
Is Magic a blonde? Did they make Magic a blonde? I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's a Comey on the day. Really exciting though, just because we typically don't see a lot of updates, and the volume is again coming from mostly DeepSeek, or is it DeepCoin, where I had never heard of that, but almost $500,000, $450,000 in volume is on there. The rest is pretty small, 7% on base, less than 9% on OKX, less than 9% on MEXC. Do have a ton on Gate.io, but MEXC is really where that big sell order was. There's MEXC USD that's actually at 000183, and the rest are, and actually on base it's almost 0002. Let me take a look at why. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. All right, let's look at OMI on base and see it's actually up 10% over there, and we got the emoji coming in on, and it must be coming in hot. What's going on?
And he's muted. Okay, hold on. 1 second, Randy. I can't hear anything. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Actually, quick question, Randy. Can you? So I don't have a. So the space can hear you. Can you be on your stream, because I have you muted on my end, and then on a separate device, jump in the space, and we hear your audio through the space?
I can roger that.
I can't hear you, so either thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, awesome. All right, Randy's gonna jump into space. And that will take care of
here's
that.
like I'll request, but this might be a.
Let me make that big.
This might,
and we will go to here.
So for whatever reason, or actually this is fine because they don't need to on the space. They don't need. Yeah, that's fine. There's a little bit of a delay between what I'm hearing on the stream and then on the space, but I think that's fine because I don't need to hear what's on the space, because it'll just come through your channel, right?
Yes, everything is coming through my channel. My visuals are cooked. Why is StreamYard looking like this? What happened? What is this? What is this? What is this craziness? Why did it do this? Oh, I think we're getting like a mirror effect. We're getting. Can you move? Oh no, don't move me because that's gonna mess everything up. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Oh, yeah, we're getting like a mirror effect. Let me do this. I'm going to change what I'm looking at because this may be better. There we go. Yay! All right, now let me just make you bigger, and we should be good.
Make it bigger. That's what she said. Okay. We are here celebrating your 100 level stream, and you actually officially reached that last night, right?
Yes, I did. Just no, that is cap. That is cap. Veve lied to you. I'm reaching that tonight. They jumped ahead. They jumped the gun.
Copy that. That is fine. I think that the people in general are celebrating. I think whenever members of the community do stuff like this, a lot of people tend to celebrate. Like today, OMI is up 10% on the day, and I think it might have a little something to do with you. You have, I mean, obviously, you finally have David going on and promoting the token. You have the Comey being super, but when someone of the community does like a 24-hour space like this, it's not often done, and so when it does, I feel like that generally helps a little bit.
Really? I was viral enough to affect the price of OMI?
Well, I'm giving you credit for it, so I would, I'd say maybe.
Let's go. Hold on, I gotta hit a on that. Yay! Thank you. But how are you doing, man? This is my first time ever on your channel, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I had on-chain on before, which I might just pay for them to list Omi. They were on at 12. We were on for like an hour. They have this crazy technology where, like, in order to get like a random, let's say if you have something on Ethereum and you want to buy something on Solana, and like you have to sell it for ETH and bridge it for like ETH to, you have to bridge that, like USDC on ETH to USDC on Solana, and then you have to go in. It's a pain in the balls. But they have this technology where if you have something on ETH and you want to buy something on Solana, you could just swap right for it. So we did it with daCat, we did it with SHIRO, and I think it would behoove Omi to get on there because it's like a couple $100 a month. And then you could buy it with credit card, PayPal, like MoonPay, Apple Pay, like, so it's pretty genius. Because it's just for the crypto newbies that, like, if you don't, if you're not into crypto and you don't know how to do all this stuff with bridging, it's a lot easier to do it with credit card. So that's what I did this morning. And have you been up this whole time?
Yeah, I haven't slept. So I'm gonna sleep after this. I'm gonna sleep really good. And but it's been fun. It's been like, kind of like a party. We've been having multiple giveaways and stuff like that. Courtesy of Veve. Courtesy of Ecomi. Ecomi's like giving away Omi, which is like, they don't really do that. So that's what's up. And speaking of which, we have a giveaway for our main show that just happened. So we'll probably run both of them because we had a giveaway for mains, and then we have a giveaway for your show as well. So it's just been fun. I mean, I've been up, I'm tired, I'm probably like delirious, but in a good way.
Like Victoria Justice in 2011, right? I feel delirious. So all right, so you guys you do that show with Magic every week where it's one show. One week it's like Disney, and one week it's like anime.
Toontown Tokyo, yes.
Yeah. What was the last anime you guys went over?
It's actually, we haven't reviewed it yet. Well, no, we reviewed it yet, but we haven't released it yet, and it's probably going to be one of the deepest ones that we did. It's a review of a movie called A Silent Voice. I don't know if you've seen it, but won a lot of awards. Was up there to take like anime of the year, but it got beat out by Your Name. Yes. Oh, you guys hear that echo?
See, that
is from his phone.
Me. Yeah, that's my phone, because I mean I can, because if he can't hear me through my StreamYard, I have to do it through my phone, the phone and the computer, the phone and the tablet. That
yeah, and they can't hear you.
Doesn't go in for the.
Do you have headphones?
I don't.
Oh.
Let me.
Well, you're fine now.
All right, cool beans. I heard the dudes.
Just try and keep it far, but it's fine.
I will extend my
I'll try
like
to
the kid from the first Punisher movie. I'll keep my arm extended
as long as possible. I'll try not to be like too loud and extra. But that was Dubes. He said, "What's up?"
Oh, what up, Dubes? Nice. But
yes.
Yeah, the anime that you guys were doing, what has been the favorite one to show her so far?
Magic, what has been your favorite so far? My favorite that I showed you was Your Name.
Oh, okay. And Magic, how'd you feel about that?
It was intense, but that was probably my favorite.
Yay! Cool. Oh, Death Note was you didn't like Death Note? Bro, Death Note was so good.
The same storyline. Like, I just went round and round and round that drain, you guys.
I told y'all she wasn't gonna like that show. I told y'all.
Yeah.
One Piece is over 1,000 episodes.
One Piece is like 1,500 episodes. It's insane. Because it's good. It's good. Like.
And the ending sucked. The ending sucked.
So basically, you just wanted it to end on a different note. Yes.
All puns intended. She wanted Light to win.
I don't know if there's.
But I mean, I'm actually, you know, surprised that she stuck with it for this long and have been watching it, and like she gives some amazing takes on it too. That's the one thing that I really like about the show, because whether you like, for me, it's always been, when it comes to fandom, right, it doesn't necessarily matter, you know, if someone likes something or doesn't like something, that's fine. Like I respect the opinion. I enjoy the conversation, right? Like, even if you don't like it, like, tell me why. And that's one of the that's one of the dopest things I like with, you know, the show with Magic, is because we just talk, and it's just like a it's kind of like a delving into like understanding, you know, just how you view certain things, which I always enjoy.
Gets deep. There's not as many American cartoons that really get as deep as anime, or even as good. Like, it doesn't have to be deep to be good. Like SpongeBob is, like, the first 3 seasons are just the most magical things of any cartoon I've ever seen. But yeah, a lot of them, like, they don't. I don't know. They just kind of don't compare. Like, the writing, the way they speak for a lot of anime is just different. It hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Know that I am looking seriously into booking a karaoke spot for our Friday meetup in Florida.
All right, let's get this bread. I have my me and Tammy's tattoo appointment is probably going to be before you guys get there, but I think that, you know, we could move it, because my friend is says she would clear her schedule for me. If I'm going to bring it up again in front of all these people, if you would like to get a tattoo, you totally could. I would even get you a discount. Okay. Disregard. But yeah, love the karaoke. We're gonna have a bunch of drinks. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. Yeah, no, Orlando sounds like it's gonna be fun. But yeah, so you know what I do want to say too, because you came through a few times on the other show that we do, the Oasis, and, you know, shout out to Max, because he kills it with the games and stuff like that, especially when it comes to trivia. And, you know, I remember a specific night where, you know, we as a team washed our competition, you know, because we are the GOATs. And what I will say is, you know, your fandom knowledge has always impressed me, right? And I could tell that from like talking to you, your references and stuff. I'm like, yo, how does he even remember that? But you know, that's something that's also, because I'm big into fandom, right? So, you know, that stuff is dope for me, and having like fandom conversations. So, and that trivia also was another one that kind of took the cake. When you guessed cast form for the Pokemon, like, and I know like a lot of Pokemon, right? Like, so even when I was stumping, I was like, yo, he knew that off the gate. I'm like, yo, dang, nah, he's a beast. But yeah, bro, like, tell me about, because we are talking about journeys, right? And, you know, this space, we've had a bunch of people talk about as far as their journey to level 100, but I think, you know, we've all been on different journeys, right? And you've been on your journey in content creation, your journey with, you know, with Omi, but also your love of fandom, right? So I know you've, you know, talked about before, as far as your, you know, love for Pokemon and stuff like that, but just in general, like, what makes you connect to some of the things that you connect to?
It's going to sound very I mean, it's been whatever. So I was adopted, and it, that first Pokemon movie, that that beautiful line that Mewtwo says, that I see now that the circumstances of one birth are irrelevant, and it's what you do with the gift of life that makes you who you are. I was like, bro, that got me like immediately, just because my circumstances of birth were a bit different than everyone else's, and then also, like back in the day, like I feel like we're all old enough here where we didn't have computers, where we didn't have all of this crazy amounts of options to entertain ourselves with. Like just before this, I was watching some TikToks, and like whenever I get a few minutes, like there's no it was just a lot easier back in the day to watch the same things over and over, because there was very limited stuff to do. So from the time I was like 7 to the time I was like maybe like 11 or 12, it was just rewatching the same stuff over and over, and that just kind of burns into your head. So that's definitely part of it. The other stuff I would say would just be like I didn't get a ton of enrichment in my house. I didn't get a ton of good life lessons. I got a bunch of bad life lessons, but like that's I don't know, like some of like the morals that they like, and people like shit on South Park a lot, but like they always have like a lesson at the end. It's like, oh, you know what? I learned something. That makes me feel good. But they did that with SpongeBob. Like SpongeBob didn't really have that. They did the cartoons back in the day where it was like, okay, Pokemon, like that one episode where Ash is caught in a snowstorm and he's just like, all right, Pikachu, you got to get in your Pokeball because it's too cold out here. And then Pikachu and all the other Pokemon is like, no, we're gonna be cold together, like live together,
huddle around him. Yeah.
So I thought like, okay, that's what friendship is. Like that's the ability, like Olaf says, Magic will appreciate this, that some people are worth melting for, some people are worth freezing for. And then Dragon Ball Z, like that speech by 16, it's it's okay to fight for the right cause. Like there are some of those that words alone will not reach, and Cell is such a being, and I know how you feel. And I'm not gonna go through the whole speech, but yeah. So definitely those. What about you though? Same question to you.
You know what? Very, very similar in that aspect as far as how different things affect me or lessons, right? Like I've always said this too, like in spaces when it comes to fandom, a large portion of the reason why people connect with it is because it resonates with them for some reason, right? Maybe it takes them back to a certain point in their life. Maybe there was lessons that they learned from it that that molded them into who they are and the values that they are, right? Like we are kind of like a product of what we surround ourselves with and what we allow to shape us. And I believe that something as strong as fandom, something as strong as passions, right, can have that hold on someone, right, and shape them for the better or for the worse. But for me, I'm like that, where a lot of things that I grew up with, that I had an attachment to or an affinity for, it's kind of like the reason why I am the way that I am. And I have this conversation with Magic too. Like even when it comes to music, I'm very eclectic because I grew up around like a lot of different things and a lot of different genres, and all of that. It may seem all over the place, but it's kind of like a whole package. So that's another reason why I think when you have people that are passionate about fandoms, even if they may be from different walks of life, or believe different things and something like that, there may still be those core values or something that they really have an appreciation, a love for, that can connect them. And that's why I think like things like Comic-Cons, you have people connecting that don't even know each other here in these spaces right now. A lot of people came in here off of the love of fandom, and they're connecting and growing friendships, where they were just met each other off the internet, and now you're having bonds and friendships. So yeah, I think it's a beautiful thing. So that's why anytime someone starts like geeking out about stuff like that, I always kind of want to know their story, and and why that certain thing hits them and affects them. Going back to this show with Magic, like that's one of the the things that I'm enjoying most about Toontown to Tokyo is because a lot of the things that she's recommending are things from her childhood, you know, and that means something to her. So that's another, you know, dope level of just getting to know someone and connect. So yeah.
Heck yeah. So on the you've been hosting many shows over the course of the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a favorite person, like favorite type of person to interview. Like what type of people do you thoroughly enjoy getting on your show, where it's either you have the best time, you learn something, just the type of person that you like coming on, and then why?
I like, this may sound weird, but I like people that I control. Like, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Like, I like making people laugh, right? Huh? Yeah, like I like making people laugh. I like, you know, I like comedy, right? And if I can play off of someone and, you know, like do, you know, little silly things or whatever, and, you know, we can kind of like have this back and forth exchange where it's just fun. That's, you know, that's something that's dope. Someone that I did that a lot with was Alex. You remember Alex from marketing? Don't AMA. I was always like, you know, hanging out and goofing around in his space, but it was fun, you know. So yeah, I think like just yeah, people that I can kind of like go back and forth with, and it's fun, like just the funny element to it. I control magic too.
Yeah, Magic's.
That is true. That is true. Hmm.
I can relate to that. There's a music group that's called the Cycle Room out of Los Angeles, California.
Hmm.
Now, them being Mexican and Latino, you would expect, you know, your typical Latino rappers to be bald-headed, cholo style, with Cortezes and high socks and Dickies. Well, they didn't want to bring that. They wanted to separate themselves from that.
Hmm.
And they did. They separated themselves in such a way where they're known, like the Wu-Tang, with their logo and what they have. And it has a fedora with a gas mask on it. Because I personally know the artists, that logo has kept me away from trouble. And regardless of what anybody says, you know, take it as a warning sign or not, it is. Because when you see a Wu-Tang W out in the street, what do you think? Oh, he's a Wu-Tang fan. Oh, man, he knows everything about Wu-Tang. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to represent positivity, not some sort of negativity.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, even in today's world, if you decide to do something positive, you're always going to have haters, whether it's music related, because all of a sudden you're getting a little bit of fame, or maybe being a voice actor and all of a sudden you're getting a little bit of fame, and now all of a sudden everybody's like, oh well, he turned his back on this type of deal. No, it's not about that. It's about progression within your life. And if you ain't going to do anything like that, whether it's music related, whether it's Comic-Con related, you know, there's no point to be around that environment. Unfortunately, you know, I'm pretty certain everybody knows who he is. Nipsey Hussle. Look what happened with him. I'm not trying to disrespect his name or anything like that, but if you're still going to be caught up in that lifestyle, it's going to get you back in some sort of way. So, unfortunately, you know, some people don't really understand that aspect of music and how much energy you put out, to the point where people are going to like your lyrics, or they're going to hate your lyrics, or they're just going to hate you in general, because that should have been them in your place. So with this music group, the Cycle Room, that's what they're called. They're two brothers, goes by the name of Duke Gonzalez and Jack Gonzalez. And they're based out of Los Angeles, California, right behind the Dodger Stadium. And they grew up over there in the Pico Union District in LA. And during them time periods in the 90s, you know, it was really rough. A lot of gang activity, a lot of violence and nonsense, you know. And people trying to, I guess, find their identities in a way. Well, they found their identities through music in such a way where they're not only limited to Los Angeles, they get to travel the world. You got fans in Brazil that are wearing a gas mask. You got fans in Spain that are wearing a gas mask. You got people out in Russia and Yugoslavia that are wearing this gas mask logo. And it's a form of unity. And mainly what the gas mask stands for is that no one's going to contaminate my brain or contaminate the way I think. And then I'm not going to get caught up in things like that. Because if you take a look at a gas mask and what it is, it's a filter. That way you're able to breathe better. So that's the logo and idea that they came up with. And being one of their hardcore fans, right? Occasionally I'll go to their concerts and pay a visit to them backstage and everything. And that's because of the movement that they brought. Unfortunately, one of the artists, got caught up in the crossfire trying to separate two individuals fighting, and unfortunately got a stray bullet, which ended up paralyzing him from the neck down. And it sucks to know that he was only limited to the music that he recorded, and if he didn't have that happen to him, who knows where they would be at right now, especially with the amount of movement and group of people that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell people, take a look into this music group, being Latino, being Mexican, right? People never heard of them, and I'm still actually surprised because they really don't want to be known like that. To me, they're everything, because I've listened to their music when I was a kid, growing up in my teenage years, while everybody's trying to be a part of a gang in the neighborhood, here I am listening to this music. Look at this fucking nerd, excuse me for my language, but, look at this individual, he ain't as hardcore as us. Next thing you know, by the time they turn adults, and it's like, oh, hey, I want to change. I don't want to be locked up no more. And then, when you come across somebody who's like, nah, you chose that life, dude. So don't be about it if you're not really going to be about it. So with their music, right, like I said, I still pay visits to them here and there and try to update their gear and tell them ideas, hey, maybe you should do this type of shirt. Hey, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should do that. And surprisingly, they actually take my ideas and bring them to life. So it's trippy to know that from music to animations to either Comic-Con events, all this stuff is to avoid, getting caught up in the wrong lifestyle. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, with Nipsey Hussle, may he rest in peace. I'm pretty certain if he was still around, he'd be making killer music. But because he still wanted to be involved in hood politics, like Kendrick Lamar says, it's eventually going to catch up to you. And you do have to leave. You do have to get away from that stuff, because if not, then you're definitely going to get caught up in the crossfires.
Appreciate that, Adam. But yeah, what's up?
You have do you know when your next giveaway is slated for?
So we have one. We have a collectible giveaway. We have an Omi giveaway. So we're actually a little bit behind on giveaways. So we can run them. And we got 2 more Oh, dang, y'all! I told you we got y'all mad stuff. How many? Randy, you got people on your stream?
What happened? What? Meow.
Yeah, your stream wants some stuff.
Oh,
your stream wants some.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of giveaways that we don't know what to do with.
Okay, yeah. So what I like to do is I like to take a really random movie reference and then quote it and be like, "Where's this from?" And then they and sometimes it could be a movie reference, sometimes it could be a show reference. Give me an era.
Not yet. I was gonna say the same thing. Let's do 90s.
We can do 90s.
And this one will be for, let's do it for one of the, let's get rid of some of these addiction comics because I keep forgetting about them. We got 2 left. So these are actually signed. We're gonna save one for BOTC, and but we're gonna give out one now, and these are signed. Vincent actually came into the space early, like at the beginning of the Space-a-thon, and he offered up 5 signed addiction comics. So this is gonna be one, and then Magic, you'll take care of the details with getting it to them. Okay. Yeah, I sent you 3. I sent you the 3 that we did in the text. Yeah, there's a lot of text messages. Yeah, he won one. They are there. I did send them to. I gotta go through. I'll scroll through and find them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Copy that. We'll do. He says so. It's gonna. So if you're gonna name the show, and when you name the show, you don't have to worry about spelling, although it should be pretty freaking easy to spell. Anyway, it's the guy. He says his own name, and I'll say it right now. What show is this from? I'm the Jolly Ollie Man. I feel like if anyone knows who the Jolly Ollie Man is, he's been in a couple of episodes from that show. So whoever I see, go on and comment first what show that's from. Who the hell said Friends? No, that's
goodness,
not it.
I'm not guessing for this. What?
Yeah, I'm the Jolly Ollie Man.
I thought you were gonna ask like Hakuna Matata.
No,
Hakuna Matata.
No, it's not the Jolly Green Giant. That's hysterical. I like the.
Oh snap! The Jolly Ollie Man. We got Woo in the building.
Oh, we got Cattery by Chrissy.
They got it.
They got it
right.
Yeah, Cattery by Chrissy got it right.
Awesome.
Cattery by Chrissy, can you comment down below your X or your anywhere to where we can be able to find out your info so we could send you this addiction comic, and then I will. It is 100% Hey Arnold.
And on top of the gift, the comic giveaway, I figured it's also fitting, specifically for your channel, for us to do an Omi giveaway.
Oh, we are 100% going to do an Omi giveaway. I'm just waiting for Cattery by Chrissy to comment down below their X name or their name on X or Instagram, wherever we can contact you to find. Because I don't want you to post your address down below. That would be not great.
Can I ask you? I don't know if this will be too challenging. Well, I guess we could see. But since you are a Pokemon fan, could we name that Pokemon and you give a description of a Pokemon, and then whoever names it first gets it right?
Yeah, the description. Yeah, we could do that.
Oh snap! We're playing games on Randy's channel, and he's giving away Omi.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah, I had to fight ball-headed hornets. I had to fight ball-headed hornets. We almost didn't have a stream because there was like hornets all over my door, and I had to get Andres to help me to kill them. Yeah. It was all part of the stream. This was as crazy as this seems, Randy, as crazy as this sounds, I am not lying. This was literally what went down this morning. I had to fight hornets with a random guy named Andres who saved us because I wasn't able to get my computer. He told me to. He Look, these were nasty hornets. He said when he saw them, he was like, yeah, I don't even know if I want to spray them, like, because they're bad kind. They're the ones that come after you. So yeah, I mean, today was an adventure. Today was an adventure. But yes, I did. Oh man. I was in a rush. Magic, you know I'm bad. You know how I get under pressure. When I'm under pressure and I have stuff to do, I'm just moving. I don't know what's happening. I did. All right. We gotta play. We gotta play a Pokemon game. We gotta play a Pokemon game for this Omi giveaway. Yes.
We can play the Pokemon game as we go as well. But I would like to invite anybody up who would like to, and we can do this. This is like an open invitation for the rest of the stream. But anybody that wants to say some words to Emojii for this amazing event that he has put on for the last, I don't even know how many hours, but it's a 24-hour event. We talked about this as I was closing up the stream with Dave. We all give you a lot of crap about you throwing a party for yourself, but you know deep down like that's not how we feel. And what you created here and what you're doing for the community, for the app, just for the space in general is something very, very special, and it deserves recognition and celebration because this really isn't a space about you. This is a space about uplifting others, showing love, sharing love with others, celebrating fandom. I mean, there's so many different things you're doing here today, and I know that you've worked for like months on this, and you deserve some love. So I just want to invite anybody up that wants to share a few words to Emojii. You're welcome to come up at any time, and we will make sure to let you have the mic.
Jenny and I would like to go next, please.
Yes, sir, and ma'am.
Emojii, first of all, good job. Congratulations, amazing accomplishment, bro. Like Magic said, we give you a lot of shit for, you know, whatever, but when it comes down to it, like, this is an incredible achievement, and I'm proud of you, like, as your brother, that you accomplished something so grand in this app and in this community. Yeah, man, I'm really, really proud of you. And also, like Magic was alluding to, you're one of the people in this community and in this space that has the unique ability to unite us. Whether it's on the 50,000 shows that you host or in the back channels, you're always looking out for your friends and trying to better our paths in our little journeys. You're I don't want to get like corny or anything, like you're one of a kind, nah, but it's just like I really appreciate the friend that you are, in public and in private, and I'm proud of you, bro. I'm really proud of you. Congratulations on your achievement, and congratulations for what you're going to continue to do, because I already know like your path is going to take you somewhere for fulfilling. I hope for you more than anything, because you deserve it, bro. And I love you. And yeah, I'm not the best with words, but I got that out exactly how I wanted to say it. So pat on the back to Max. Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, that was great.
I mean, Emojii, we spent the past.
Yo, dude, you been a ride or die, bro. Slumber party life.
Bro, that you made the top 100, you know?
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it.
Emojii!
Janie!
You know, aside from this level 100, I love you, bro. I know we always joke around, and it's like one of my favorite things in the world. Honestly, it's going up there in like top 10, top 5 of just because you make it just so easy to just like mess with you, bro. Just like tease you, and you're like, stop. It's so fun, but I love you, and everything that Max said, I'm completely on board. And we've had private conversations where I would love to just say it here on the space that I wholeheartedly just believe in you and believe in your talent and your uniqueness and your emojiness, and I am just like a huge supporter, and I love you, and I'm very, besides like your talent and all the things that you do for the space and for the community, for your friends, I'm just honored to get to be your friend and for you to call me your friend. And I love you. I know this took a lot of effort for you and a lot of time, and I'm very excited. And I have to say, I cannot wait until we're all there in New York with you, when you get presented your level 100 plaque and your like package, and you're opening it, and we're just going wild, and we're just screaming and cheering, and I bet everybody in like the whole New York Comic Con is going to be like, what's happening in that booth? Because we're just going to have like a huge celebration. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be amazing. And I love you. I love you. I'm happy for you. Very, very happy for you.
Oh, love you too. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. So I guess I was going to wait to the end to say this. Because people were talking about as far as like, I know the question has been asked as far as with journeys and you know, getting to level 100 and what does that mean and things like that. And you know, I thought about, as I'll say it now, it's fine, but I thought about as far as going from one place to another and feeling a sense of fulfillment, feeling a sense of completeness, and that, you know, satisfaction and joy. And the biggest thing that I got that from on this journey was through the friendships and time that I spent with the community. And that's why, like, for this thing to tell, if you were asking what was the story the entire time was connecting with you guys, with friends that I've come to have deep bonds and friendships with, people that, you know, I'm the closest with, people that I've, you know, opened up completely with, and just grew with. So, you know, all these segments and all these shows and stuff like that were all part of kind of what made this experience so like special to me, right? So, you know, when I look at as far as achievements in Veve, that's the biggest of them all. So that's kind of why, you know, I wanted this event to be the way that it is, because this is the achievement. The friendships is the achievement. The bonds is the achievement. You know, having people that you know, you love, and that you can, you know, grow connections with. That's the achievement. And yeah, that's kind of like the most special part of it. So that's kind of like why I wanted this event to be the way that it was. But
Didn't really get dead.
yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. And shout out, you know, Veve and stuff like that with coming through with the collectibles, because, you know, like I said, we still have like more giveaways to do, and we haven't even like dropped the big ones yet. So, you know, we were kind of like staggering it to the end. So, you know, as we get towards the end of the night, you'll, you know, see some bigger stuff drop. But nah, I mean, like, yeah, man, like going back to like Chatty Tuesday and, you know, OBL spaces, and like actually getting to know people, and with back of the class, and, you know, doing, you know, private interviews before everything is public, because I just want to actually get to know who you are. You know, all of that stuff is kind of like what has made this experience so special. And I mean, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter level 100, level 1, it doesn't matter. It's the connections and the bonds. That's the most kind of like cherished thing that I've taken from this entire time spent here. So yeah.
Deep stuff.
But that's my spiel.
I was wondering if you had like a Gilmore Girls quote to kind of commemorate this emotional moment.
I could ask. Wait, we talking about me or Emojii? Like,
I have no Gilmore Girls quotes. I've never even seen it, but apparently I have to.
Yeah, it's really good. So there was a meme that I tagged Janie in yesterday where it's the two girls like sitting on the porch, and they're in like an ice cube, but the ice cube is starting to melt, and like they're beginning to thaw, because every November, like every fall, girls, well, guys too, but a lot of girls just start to watch Gilmore Girls for their yearly watch. They my man, love that. So I guess there's a speech that Rory gives, or spoilers. She is valedictorian of Chilton, and she has to give a speech. And one of the things that she says is about her grandparents, which I really don't like. But she says they are two pillars without which she could not stand. So Emojii, who are some of your pillars, like your own personal ones that kind of help you do what you do and why you do it?
It's been a lot. Like, well, it's one is every person that I've worked with, because I wouldn't have been able to do any of the shows that I have been able to do without working with them and just connecting with them and bonding with them. You know, going back to back of the class with True, DP, and Gamma. That was a bond that it just was. It was like a brother and sisterhood, right? Like I still check up on True to this day. And so many people, like, you know, that I've gotten to meet, even with the comic shop with Bug and Prop and X, and, you know, with the Oasis now with Magic and Max and Janie, and you know, we got Millie here, we got so many people that we got main, like it's hard to kind of like narrow it down. OBL, Gex, like, but I'd say Doobs, right here. I'd say, like, you know, I've built like solid friendships with the people here. But I will say, in the aspect of kind of like who I've kind of opened up to the most, and let into, as far as me, you know, outside of like Emojii, but like actually like me, definitely have to show love to Max, Janie, and Magic. So yeah.
So I want to go a bit deeper into that, where you said like there's Emojii as a kind of like the character, and then yourself. Can you go into like what some of the main differences are between the two?
I wouldn't say it's a difference, like they're opposites, but I'd say one is more the artistic expression, right? Like I love performing arts, right? I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer. I'm a musician, right? So, you know, in this way, I can kind of like have an outlet to express creativity. It's not necessarily that it's a different person. It's a tool. That's the best way that I can put it. It's a way that I can draw. It's a way that I can paint. It's a way that I can compose. It's a way that I can artistically break free of like shackles of insecurity or doubts, or, you know, what have you, anything that may limit you. So it's more of like a tool of expression, but it's still me, if that makes sense.
Has the Emojii character, I guess it could do both, but has it had you shove down a part of yourself because of that, or has it helped that part block? I know you said creativity helps you be more that. Is there anything it takes away or gives, like any boons or banes to you as a person?
Maybe freedom. I'd say probably freedom, if you want to talk about gives, right? I think there's a level of freedom in being able to do what you want to do, regardless of the perception, regardless of what people may think. I think a lot of times people don't do what they want to do, or don't do even what they're meant to do, because, you know, of either self-doubt or the fear that other people may, you know, it may not agree with them. And I think that is one of the biggest misfortunes, right? Because some of the most creative minds and beautiful minds are different minds, you know, and you wouldn't have some of the amazing art and masterpieces that we have in the world had they not, you know, been their unique selves. So I think that is important.
You talk about freedom, and there's obviously different levels. Would you say right now, as a level 100, as a just person who you are now, are you at that top level of freedom? And if not, what do you think it might take to get there?
I don't think that level 100 has anything to do with it. I don't see reaching that to be anything in relation to what I consider freedom. That's kind of like, honestly, that's just like it. Reaching level 100 is like a game. Like, and I treat it like that. It's kind of like asking if, if you played Pokemon and you spent the time grinding out with these perfect builds, perfect EV, IV scores and stuff like that, do you feel free? No, I feel accomplished, but, but I don't feel free. So I mean, they're kind of like separate and apart. This was just, I'm a gamer, right? So it was just something that I did because I like gaming, and I do feel accomplished because it's kind of like the end of the road for that, for that thing. But freedom is something different.
There's a quote by Banksy, supposedly, that says that art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Is there any pieces on Veve that make you feel that way, one way or the other?
Art, say that again.
Banksy once said that art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Are there any pieces like that art on Veve, whether it's from like a Gary Baseman or from Luke Chu or anyone on there that makes you feel one way or another about that?
Can I dive into what that means first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So when I hear that, what that means to me is the aspect of being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Right? Like sometimes, there's been times, because I play piano, and there's been times where I use that as a means to let out emotion. A lot of times I use it as a means to let out emotions. And sometimes it doesn't have to sound pretty. It doesn't have to sound, fully composed. It can just be what it is, right? And it's kind of like just letting energy pour out, right? And maybe that's something that you would never play in front of people, right? Because it's not a performance piece. It's not something to be looked at and admired like that, where it's perfect or flawless or performed. But it's just supposed to be you expressing yourself. So what I take that kind of to mean is that being comfortable with being you, even if it's in the moments that you might not be comfortable with doing it because of the perception of others, that is very important as an artist. Are there any pieces in Veve that reminds me of that? No, because I get that feeling more so from music than I do from visible art. So it would be more of kind of like music that that may hit a certain way, or kind of like move me emotionally, whether it be the the melodies and things like that yeah, that hits.
Speaking of music, there's a line in the Barbie song that came out 2 years ago, the "I'm Just Ken," where he talks about Kenergy. What gives you that form of Kenergy? What gives you the emoji energy? Is it a piece of music? Is it a piece of an anime? What recharges you like Lugia's song recharges Lugia?
Inspiration.
What type? Where do you get the inspiration from?
So it could come from different things. It could come from sometimes it is music. It's you hearing something and it's like this means something to me. I feel something when I listen to this. It makes me want to write, right? It can also come from people, right? There's certain times people enter in your life and they affect you to the degree that you're inspired, and you can't stop creating just because they present that energy that makes you want to create. So it all varies, but yeah, I'd say inspiration is probably like the biggest thing.
Awesome. And I don't want to overstep my bounds here. I know you had me for an hour.
You're good.
Okay.
I actually appreciate the questions. I've never had anyone ask me questions like this on like, you know, on a stream or on a space and stuff like that. So I actually really enjoy talking about deep topics. So this is actually fun. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, when you come on a Randy Chavez, and this is me, not even on any alcohol. This is not even me on any Lucy.
Well, this is me. This is me on no sleep. I'll say that. Oh. This is me on no sleep.
But the Omi giveaway. Should we? How much of the Omi giveaway is there?
So we are doing 200,000 Omi, which is just a little under 40 bucks USD. So that is going to be the giveaway. And you know what? I will let you decide how you want to do that. That is your channel. I mean, I threw the Pokemon thing. You don't have to do it. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But I figured, you know, going on Randy Chavez's channel, like we got to throw some Omi in there. We got to throw some Omi in, especially now that like Ecomi is giving out Omi, right? So we got to do it. We got to do it.
All right. What was the what was the rules? I have to describe a Pokemon, and then
so yeah, here's my suggestion, right? And once again, you don't have to do this, but my suggestion is remember in the season 1, like the Indigo League, they had the little silhouettes. It was like, name that Pokemon, right? And you would have to pick it. So instead of doing a silhouette, right, a description. Yeah, choose that Pokemon. A description of the Pokemon, like a Pokedex description, right? And then see who can guess what Pokemon that you're describing. I guess in the chat, right? That's how you were doing it before in your chat? On Randy's chat, yeah. Yeah, so you guys got to hop over to Randy. Come back though, because we do have more giveaways that get bigger and bigger. We haven't given out the grand prize yet. So yeah, but definitely right now, jump over there and show Randy some love. Hit the like button, subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, and that's how you can, you know, participate in this giveaway.
Okay. I have this idea of it'll be kind of descriptive, but you'll have to have seen the show, at least an episode. Maybe we split it up into 2?
No, I have a lot of you. Do you want 2 Omi giveaways? We can do that if you want. Do you want 2 Omi giveaways of 200,000?
If you have enough, like if it's like
we have a lot of giveaways.
Okay, yeah, let's do 2.
All right.
What Mammoth? You can't. I haven't even done it yet. I haven't stop commenting. Okay. I'll say it now. So the one will be like you'll have to know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Who is carrying Squirtle in the opening theme song? I repeat, who is carrying Squirtle in the opening theme song? And whoever
I know too. What magic? We gotta have you watch Pokemon. That's gonna be another Toontown to Tokyo thing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have like 5. Oh God. It's Mew. I'll say Mew. Yeah. Mew. Oh, I don't know if I could despise any Pokemon.
What about Magikarp?
Yeah.
But what about Magikarp? Magikarp is literally pointless. Yeah, but Magikarp by itself is pointless. Imagine if you got a level 100. Well, what if you got one at level 100? You got a level 100 Magikarp, so it can't level up to evolve. You can't even level it up to evolve. It's over for it.
Okay. All right, guys, for 200,000 Omi, it is. I'll just give y'all a hint. It is a basic form of at the time 2-stage Pokemon. It is a basic form at the time. It has wings. I don't think you can teach it fly in the games, but it has wings. That is who is carrying Squirtle. So people commenting Misty or Skittles is hysterical. Or
technically, they
Machamp.
could just watch the theme real quick. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
could
could just
find
watch.
it on YouTube.
You could just YouTube the theme song, and you'll have the answer in like 40 seconds.
Okay. What's up, Edwin? Good.
Oh, OG Collector got it. It's Zubat.
Thank you, bro. And same to you, man. Same to you. I want to hear your story as well. I know
OG VV Collector,
Randy just got the first winner for
your
the
X down
Omi
below.
giveaway. Did you want to announce that real quick and pass that over to Magic, and then we can jump to Edwin for his story, and we could run the next giveaway? You want to do that?
Yeah, I just wanted to say OG VV Collector, comment down your X down below. We'll get you a place to give your wallet address.
Awesome. Oh, wait. Hold on. Did he win Omi though? Different crypto? Okay, all right, cool. All right. So congrats. All right, so Randy, I'm gonna let you think of a second question for that. I'm just gonna jump over because we have another level 100. He was here earlier. I wanted to kind of get his story. So while you think of it, we're just gonna jump over to Edwin real quick. Edwin, what's up?
100%.
No worries. We appreciate it. Definitely. Oh, sure. Yeah, you can do it. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Awesome. And appreciate that. While you do that, did you want to share a little bit about you and your journey and, kind of like just your collecting journey getting to this point? Because like I said, you just reached level 100 yourself. I know that takes time. I know that it takes dedication and it takes passion, right? So yeah, do you want to?
Yeah, so my cousin actually, on back in March 2021, contacted me out of the blue. He said, I don't, you collect comics, I don't. He said, I have no idea, what to get on this app. And, she started telling me about Omi. So for the most part, we invested in Omi initially. But at the same time, on a collectible level, he wasn't really, into that. And he knows I collect stuff. I collect comic books. I just, I'll collect pretty much anything and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, hey man, I'll buy what you buy. So, one of the first things I told him, hey man, we gotta grab some of these tots on there. It's pretty funny actually. It's one of those things initially, it was one of these things that was more Omi based. And not that we weren't heavy on that. At the same time, yeah, for me, I mean, I went super heavy on collecting, and it's just the competitiveness in me pretty much tunnel visioned into level 100.
Mm-hmm.
I know as I was approaching it, it was initially like complete set. Got a complete set. That's one of the early things that they emphasize, collecting sets that mean stuff. And to the point that later on, started looking at some of the numbers. Obviously, some of the comics, are listed for cheap, and that's 0.25. Yeah, it's not much and all that, but at the same time, it adds up. So then some of the rare comics, and then really some of it was really more some of these sets with secret rares, where every single collectible is secret rare. Then you go, man, those points will add up.
Mm-hmm.
So I started, looking at it at that level. For the most part, it was one of those things where collect what you want, what you like, and what you enjoy, and everything else will take care of itself. And that's definitely, you know, like what would be my number one advice to anybody. But for me personally, it was one of those, at some point, they had to get past that if you want to be one of the first 100 to get to 100, you know. But yeah, it's been a crazy ride, man. All the people in the community, all the content creators that we, you know, seen along the way. You know, some are still, you know, here. Some of them, you know, falling by the wayside, and I definitely understand some of their, you know, gripes. At the same time, it's one of those, well, they had a different, you know, motivation for, you know, being on the app. I'm not saying that that's, you know, bad or whatever, but for me, it's always one of those, hey, collect what you want, everything else will get kicked back value on, you know? And to me, it's a bonus or it's a bad. Yeah, that's pretty much my main thing in terms of my journey on there. We got a couple of my cousins on there too, and a lot of them are still hodling, but they kind of dropped off as well. But me, I just kept going.
I feel you.
Just, to a certain extent, I have to. You know, it's one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
There was just no way around it. It was going to get done regardless. So, you know, it's part obsession, part passion. For me, it got to that level. I mean, you know, so I think even they look at my collection now and they go, man, you're insane. And honestly, I can't really disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite collectible? It's always Todd for me. Todd is always my, you know, it's OG, man. You can't really go wrong with that. Partners, I mean, the Batman Who Laughs, that's one of my favorite ones as well. It's just a beautiful looking collectible for me. Comic wise, I mean, yeah, Ultimate Fallout 4 is up there for sure.
Nice. So speaking of that, Ultimate Fallout 4, you said you wanted to do that again. Did you do it yet, or were you going to do a countdown, or how did you want to do it?
I can do it right now.
Okay.
If you guys are ready, I'll list it for one gem.
Okay, yeah. Whenever you want to do, however you want to do it. I don't know if you wanted to give a countdown with it, but yeah, the floor is yours. However you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm actually, if you guys are ready, I'm gonna list it right now. I'm just trying to find at least somewhat of a cool looking mix. Okay, here's a clean one. 18900. And I'm actually on the app right now. I'm about to list it. You guys are ready? Here we go. One jump.
Let's go.
Yay!
3, 2, 1.
Oh, here we go.
Yay!
There you go.
There we go. Awesome. And appreciate you for doing that. And hopefully someone in here can nab it, or even someone on Randy's stream, right? Because we're in multiple places. So you have, you know, Randy's stream too. That's hearing this too. So yeah,
we are like electrons.
He did? Okay, well there you go.
Let's
Congrats.
go.
Congrats.
Yay!
Awesome.
Mm.
Awesome. Well, Edwin, we appreciate that. Appreciate you sharing your story with us. You know, feel free to hang out. Like I said, we have still have more giveaways to do. I told you we're gonna run out of time before we run out of giveaways. And like I said, they only get bigger and bigger. We still haven't given away the biggest thing yet. Veve pulled out all the stops on this one. So sit tight, and you know, we'll get through some of these giveaways, and we do have more shows too. So, but let me jump over to Randy, because we were going to do an additional giveaway with Randy for Omi, since let me just switch over to, there we go, Randy, you're back on stream. All right, so did you figure out what you wanted to do?
I did, and I'll be describing this one. I'll give a couple of clues, and then people will come. I mean, to keep it simple, I'm gonna have it same as the first one. It'll be from the first generation, so just from the first 150, 151 Pokemon. and then as I describe it, whoever comments it first is the winner. So it is a quadruped. So the Pokemon is on all fours. It is a second stage evolution, so it does evolve from another Pokemon, and the Pokemon it evolves from is bipedal. The Pokemon that most people know from that is bipedal. That general Pokemon is actually a quadruped as well, but most people know that as a bipedal Pokemon. There is it's a normal type Pokemon. It can Mahalo Joe saying Ivysaur, bro. It's a normal type. It can learn the move Slash. So obviously it has some claws. It's got a tail. It's known for its boss is pretty well known. Its trainer is pretty well known. I'm not going to lie. And the trainer is believed to be in a bunch of different things. It is one of the fastest Pokemon in the Gen 1 games. It is one of in its previous form. If I give the previous form away, it'll know. It'll know. But and then nope, it's not Sandslash. It is, but it does know Slash. It is in the first 150 Pokemon. It is.
I think I know.
Meow.
I think I know, but I can't.
It might meow at someone. It might purr at you. It might. It is very loyal. Again, it might purr. I'll just. It is a certain type of cat. It is. I'm trying. And
this is a dead giveaway. This is like
there we go. Bless T. Purge. Oh wait, no. It was Wat Mammoth. Wat Mammoth got it first.
There
it was
go.
Persian.
Let's go.
Oh wait, shit. Is that Mahalo? All of these things just came up at the same time. I think Mahalo Joe got it.
You need a rolling chat, and then you can have it up one at a time.
Well,
wait, doesn't it roll? Doesn't it roll with StreamYard?
No. So listen, the last I saw was Vegan Thing saying Meowth and Doob saying I, and then I saw Doob's spelling it out like A, and then 6 of these things came up at once. They all, and then I was like, oh, the first person I saw it was T. But then I scroll up, and then it was Mahalo Joe that actually did get it. Yeah, but
shout out Mahalo. Yay! I think this is Mahalo's first win for the thing too, actually, which is surprising because Mahalo normally comes in as sweeps wins. Awesome. So, Magic, you got those 2 Omi giveaways? Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah, Falcon a few. Yes, Majin did win something, but I think it was from one of Dave's cryptos. I don't think it was. Yeah. Oh yeah, he won your thing. Oh, we gotta do Casey's thing. Okay, so Casey is giving away a manga. It's the volume 1 of Demon Slayer, and I already knew what I was gonna do. So and Randy, you can participate in this too. Only hosts, right? But anyone can participate in this. So if you want to hop over into my chat, I'm going to say I'm going to ask the question, and the first person that pops up on my chat. Now, my chat rolls on the screen, so whatever is on the screen is the way that I'm going by. So, yes. Live stream chat. Yeah, so in my live stream chat, which is pinned to the top of the space or just on my X page, you can enter into that. So I'm going to give people a bit of time to do that because they may be hopping from here to there and stuff like that. But in the meantime, you going to jump on?
I'm going to break out my third device and I'm going
go.
to go into your chat. Okay. Oh gosh, I don't know where anything is. Okay.
All right, well, I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. But in the meantime, Falcon, you said Falcon came up. Did he come back? Okay, let me say what's up to Falcon. Falcon, what's up? What's up?
Yay!
Meow. Oh, meow.
What's up? What's up? Appreciate that. Are you coming out to New York so you can dance with us? I need background dancers. Okay. Yes, I will be there. I'm laughing at some of this chat. Yo, shout out Pixel Girl who's been in the chat. I don't think I've had much conversation with her prior to this, but she has been like active in the chat and actually making me laugh. She's dying because she's like, not this chat, not the other chat, not the metaverse chat, but this one. I'm sorry, I do keep a lot of things all over the place. I'm eclectic. What can I say? Yeah. But all right, are you guys ready for this giveaway? Once again, this is for volume 1 of Demon Slayer manga, courtesy of Casey K Collection. She's giving this out. So I'm going to, in the chat, in the live stream chat, whoever answers this first gets it, right? And this is once again in my live stream chat on X, right? Randy, I see you in there. Pixel Girl, I see you in there. All right, are we ready?
Am I sassy and homeward bound too? Because Shadow, I was born ready.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Name the singer that did the opening to season 1 of Demon Slayer. The singer that did the opening song to season 1 of Demon Slayer. Let's see how many people actually watch these music intros.
The Google. Like Billy Joel.
Yo, they're a big singer. They're a big singer. If you heard the song, you're gonna know it. Like it's an iconic song. It's an iconic song.
Well, if nobody else is gonna do it, I'm gonna. All right, who sang?
Once again, name the singer that sung. Oh, Kometsu. No. Up here we go. Hamoon got it.
Damn, I was too slow.
He said Googled it. So yes, it was Lisa. Lisa is and not to be confused with Lisa from Blackpink, but Lisa was the singer of Open 1 Demon Slayer, the song Gurunge, which is a banger. But congratulations, Hamoon. Huh?
Jason Pena 2000. You're supposed to do that on Emoji's thing.
Oh, he did it on the wrong stream.
Yeah. So.
Not too confusing. Not too confusing at all.
Oh, Emoji! I love the little deer that you posted.
Oh, you saw my deer?
Yeah.
They hang out in my front yard.
Bro, I have deer too, but they keep eating my fucking flowers.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, little bitches.
All right, congrats, Hamoon. I'll let Casey. Is Casey in the space? Because I could just. Is she here? She is. Casey. Okay, Casey. Hamoon won. Can you give me a thumbs up to let me know that you heard that? Because I'm probably gonna forget. Did she give a thumbs up? Yep. Oh, okay. Let's wait for the delay. Just let me see it. Let me know if she thumbs up. Thumbs up. Sends a thumbs up, so I know that she got the message. Hamoon.
Okay, I'm getting there's like a crazy game of telephone going on right now, but via DM, I'm hearing no international.
Oh, she did say that she can't send it out internationally. Sorry, Hamoon. But what we can do. What we can do Oh man, I love the fact that I could just make up rules on the fly. No. I know exactly what we can do. We had another Veve giveaway that we were going to give away, and I was thinking of when to do it. So I can just give that Veve giveaway to him. So okay, you're going to get the Veve giveaway. I'm going to say what that is in just a sec. Who guessed Lisa next? In the chat, I have OG Veve Collector that guessed it. OG Veve Collector, are you in the States?
I think he's on my chat, or maybe he is. I don't know. I know he was commenting.
Okay, the next one in my chat is Omar. Omar, I believe, is in the States.
Yeah, he's in New York.
There you go. So Omar is the winner. Omar won the book, for volume 1 of Demon Slayer, but not to leave Hamoon out. Hamoon, you are going to get the Veve collectible. Now, do you want to know what this is? We need a countdown for this. Hold on. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so for the, I think, is this the 4th? Is the 4th Veve collect or 5th? I don't know. This 4th, whatever. It's one of them. This is the 5th, right? Okay, so for the 5th Veve digital collectible, what you got, and this is for Hamoon, is this secret rare Fantastic Four #2, the first appearance of the scroll, which has a floor price of $179. Congratulations. Congratulations, Hamoon.
Get that bread.
See, it pays in no anime. So we couldn't we couldn't give you the book, but you got this. I hope it's a okay consolation prize. All right.
Big consolation.
All right. Magic, can you make that note that Hamoon got that one? Okay, awesome. Now I'm supposed to be outside in the streets trying to find somebody. Okay, so I need to switch over. Yeah, and then Millie has his show in a half hour. So I'm probably still going to be on the search while Millie is doing This Week in Veve. So we got This Week in Veve coming in a half hour, and I'm going to be trying to find and buy someone lunch or dinner, I guess, depending on where they eat, when they eat. But let's do that. So Randy, I'm gonna jump off the live stream. Obviously, you're welcome to hang out with us if you want to. We'll be in spaces.
I have to set up another one. I have a bunch of work, but listen, I love you so much. Continue getting this bread. You are so special. We gotta have a drink or a few drinks, and then we have to get deep again.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. I love you, man. I'll catch you later.
Appreciate it, bro. Take care.
Bye, friendos. Bye. And for those of you still here on the YouTube, I will see you at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We are going to have another live. It'll be my 3rd live of the day. It's going to be insane. I do have to bounce now. I love you. Pass this mess back. Say bye to Dashi. Bye, Dashi.